as well. This is Liberty.
Allow the comfort picks because like you might as well play against something that you know rather than something that you don't know. So
It's all about the early game, I think, with this game. You know, if Liberty can get ahead, then they can stop this game.
all right, we're gonna see indeed who comes out on top. I am so eager to see how Rafa and Riku do with this game. It's gonna be exciting for sure.
Thank you so much, Mika. And you can see
Yeah.
that not only, I believe this is our first Seraphine of Icons 2022 as well. And one thing about Seraphine that I'm a big fan of, when it's not being played in the support role, when it's actually being played in the mid lane or even the Dragon lane itself, you don't have to itemize Seraphine as an enchanter. You can itemize her full damage, and not only she has some of the safest long-range, consistent damage in the game, but she also has some of the most obnoxious team-wide heals as well.
Exactly. Raul and the damage! What? Electrocute, baby! I mean, being able to fight toe-to-toe, level 2 on the Seraphine. We talked about that long range coming from this champion. And I remember when Karma was just released back then, so excited. But at the same time, Karma's just super duper short range and incredibly scary to leave. If boss is all alone, that's the go signal for Triple V and what the Jess should initiate, a dash forward. Meanwhile, Kona!
Oh, but Noel is super low as well. Kona going in with the long-range damage.
Whoa!
Okay.
Oh no!
Well, it wasn't first blood technically.
It wasn't.
Kona going down was not part of the plan for Liberty, but no kill gold going over to Noel apart from experience. But that's a bit of an oopsie from Liberty.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate, right? Because there was still a wave on the side of BRU, wasn't cleared, therefore Freaks unfortunately couldn't exactly tank those turret hits for Kona. And Noel just played that so well, dodging a lot of those scale shots from Kona.
I want you to watch out for the Ash damage.
That's
this is
arrow,
lethal
though.
tempo. Oh, but Crystal Enchanted Arrow, that's one way to start a party.
Woo.
And no way to react. Liberty strike first blood thanks to Demacia and Justice paired alongside Boss's Arrow from downtown. A Transcendent Embrace from Mana Frieza trying to lock down the rest of the members of BRU, but they answer back with the final chapter, causing Liberty to retreat onto the safety of their tower. Arshini pressing forward, threatening lethal. The Stand United shield from Noah back into the base. Kona with a huge encore ultimate, but it cannot stop BRU's onslaught under the tower. They're able to press forward, but in response, Kinzen takes a tower on the other side of the map.
There's so many delivery aspects on the side of BRU. Arshini Spear rushes forward. You've got Golden Feet rushing with the Ragnarok. Triple B with the dash forward, and you deliver not only a cat, but a ninja on your side. And this is just so flexible when it comes to skirmishes and diving as well. Up the arrow, everything basically in their favor. So when Golden Feet presses R, or rather presses Ragnarok, that's it. Basically everything's gonna be ignored.
Is he gonna ignore this one? Yes, he does. Ragnarok forced to be used. Transcendent Embrace as well, forcing the members of BRU back once again. Archini takes them and ensures that they are forced back into the chokehold, but it's Kinzen flashing forward for the Cyclone knockup. But Archini has the cat on his back, and yes, he goes down, but it's BRU United that wipe out Liberty, taking them apart. It's only Freaks that managed to get out alive, but BRU take the fight and even more.
They take the fight, they're gonna take a tower, and they're gonna take the dragon. They're taking everything away at the 6-minute mark, away from Liberty. The fact that it's an Infernal Break as well, which scales so well, which adds a lot of damage. BRU already hurt that I really love here, though, is Arshini with what the Jets tag teaming. Spirit Rush reposition downtown.
Okay, and Shanna Crystal right into the encore. The high note, it's enough damage from Liberty. The pick is successful. Noel is taken off the map. Liberty can snowball that into a turret, but because they invest so many resources on the bottom side of the map, that means BRU answer right on back on the top side.
Yeah, this is so good for BRU, right? Like, even though they lost Noel, they're still, just as you mentioned, be able to get these objectives, these towers, these structures, and guess what? They still have the Rift Herald. If they win a fight again, that means they can release it, unleash it in the mid lane, and open up the map even more.
Now, while Liberty are down 4,000 gold and BRU are climbing ever so slowly.
The fact that they didn't have to win, right? The fact that...
Whoa! That is the Spirit Rush into the belt. And an answer back from Kinzen is absolutely thwarted thanks to the Stand United shield protecting Arshini's valuable life. He gets out alive. A redemption from Freaks as he charges in. Looking for Demacia and Justice if he can get it, but the root from the final chapter and what the Jets is able to keep the rest of the members of BRU alive and safe. They don't get the turret, but they all manage to get out alive.
You can never let your guard down when you're in front of Arshini. You don't know if he's going to proto belt forward, spirit rush, and charm you. And that is how they're able to start these fights. It's insane. The proactiveness that we're seeing now from BRU to expand the gold lead, to not care
Gets out alive.
about
It's
what
Golden Feet, though, who's looking for a flake of his own. He's found Boss, and he's got a Ninja on the way, carrying him right into the base. But Liberty answering back. They've taken out the cat, but can they take out more? It's Shen Kinzen once again going down, and the rest of BRU are able to fight on back to Liberty. Despite Freaks being so massive on this Garen, he's not massive enough to fight against the power of Thailand.
Yeah, unfortunately, right! Woo! Kona with a flash, almost getting Archony there. Really nice dodge, though. But I want to talk about, even though Freaks is huge, this Hullbreaker pickup means that he will be amazing solo, fighting 1v2, but not in a team fight scenario because of the Hullbreaker.
It's another dragon for BRU. And as we are heading closer and closer to a game state where BRU most agency, something similar like a Thresh or a Galio or even a Gragas.
You know, with the composition that they're up against, it's so risky to push forward. Because who's greeting you? This is a laugh.
Golden Feet, as you called it out before, Riku, he doesn't give a damn about the CC when he pops the Ragnarok, and he's got a cat in his back pocket to speed him forward to victory. Liberty already losing on their Archer. Boss going down. It is a 4-on-5 as BRU look to make potentially the final push in this game one.
Yeah, especially Rotero.
Once again, Archony, proto belt forward, spirit rush forward, finds the charm, has to flash out of harm's way as he doesn't take out Kona quite yet, but it forces the flash and it forces the Summoner Spell's advantage, and BRU making the final march. The Rift Herald is charging in, a couple more auto attacks, 800 HP on the Rift Nexus, but it's not quite yet enough! Boss is back up, and Chakra Serrero, and now this is Liberty's time to strike. Wait! Wait! Freaks is split pushing on the other side of the map, the inhibitor! BRU, if they can stop the recalls! Wait! I've seen this before! Wall Tour are no strangers to backdoor plays! They have two minion champions on the Nexus! It's a full minion wave! Golden Feet has to clear the wave! He has to stop Kona from being able to take out the Nexus! Oh my goodness, Liberty almost stealing the game! Freaks. At this point, BRU, they are well aware of Freaks' win condition this game. They said no more to the split push stream, no more to take in our inhibitors. We're sending you back to the fountain.
Yeah, that was the checklist, right? They don't have to worry about Freaks if he's eliminated.
And Kinzen taking a lot of damage from the backside. Coling coming out from BVV is very dangerous. Liberty on the run here once again. Archony fishing for a pick. Transcendent Embrace zones away BRU United from being able to take out further members of Liberty. They are back on wave clear duty. But the fact that Liberty almost clutching out a surprise comeback from BRU now has the Thailand team on the back foot.
Damage that wasn't enough just yet. There is that protection on that Nexus. We'll have to see though. It's a very dark jungle.
Kona! He doesn't know! There's a giant Viking coming from the board! And he's got an angry cat there with the final chapter to sentence everyone from Liberty to death. Liberty trying to fight back with their kiting, with the range damage, but you cannot deal with what the Jess's signature Yuumi.
You gotta love the adjustments that BRU is doing right now, right? The fact that they'll never leave that lane alone, top lane alone, wherever Freaks is gonna keep pushing. They're fine fighting in a 4v4, 5v5 scenario because they're this far ahead. They want to make sure they have a lot of respect on Liberty's game state at the moment as well.
This Baron is going to be uncontested. Freaks is on split push duty once again. He knows that when you are down more than 10,000 gold, it's not up to finding a miracle team fight. It's about finding a ways to stall out BRU as long as possible to get them to take the eyes off of the minion waves pushing into the base. And the fact that Liberty are still holding on. Dodged out by BVV. Great relentless pursuit. Culling is opened up. Gets damage back onto the members of Liberty. Kinzen almost as lethal once again is taken out. Monkey King is gone. Mana Fritza is gone. And the rest of Liberty are now sent packing. They're going to have to invest everything they have to defend against the 5-man push. This time Freaks isn't a... Why? He's going for a teleport. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my goodness, that gave me a surprise attack, but Bury Ram United